Hello, everyone, and welcome to Vampire the Masquerade, Philly by Night, the monster within. I am going to be your storyteller, Prince, aka dimplesndice. He, him. And today we are going to be doing episode or prologue episode number 2 of The Monster Within. We're going to be going into our second, soon to be embraced. This is going to be a dark episode. I just want to warn people ahead of time. There is a content warning list. This time I have it prepared. If you hit exclamation VCW, you can see what the content warnings are, just to sort of prepare you for the episode. I would highly recommend that you read those, but I will read them off real quick for you. Graphic violence, gore, psychological and existential horror, mature language, manipulation, coercion, sexual themes related to feeding, and mind control as well. And the episode specific content warnings I have are severe injury and brain trauma are some things that will come up. Non-consensual vampiric embrace, violation of bodily autonomy along with that. Vampiric cannibalism, threat of execution, and references to real-life issues regarding poverty and urban decay. So please protect yourselves. Take a second to step away if these are a little too close for you. All of our episodes will be going up on YouTube. You can find them on my channel. But I do want to give those warnings ahead of time because we're about to get into some shit. So hopefully you all enjoyed the last episode that we did, and this one will bring more dread to your life, right? Because we know trauma here. Like TNT knows drama, we know trauma. So let's jump right into it. To set the scene, we are going to start in North Philadelphia. We're having a bit of a protest going on. We are in something of the weathered bones of a rail park. This is sort of an elevated, repurposed sort of area, some abandoned railways cutting through North Philly, right? They're above the street level. And this area of Philly is still kind of gritty. It is a bit of early spring here, not too ridiculously hot. There are a bunch of ironwork and trestles and painting, shifting on the patterns of the concrete here. It's actually kind of beautiful in its own way. There are wildflowers cutting through the pavement, giving little pops of color to this sort of gritty look, right? And just below there we got traffic. Philly is a dense city. There's a lot of noise. There are birds. There are SEPTA trains screeching across. There are people talking on their phones like this on speaker, no matter where they are and no matter how much it bothers anybody else around them. It's very Philly. And just down the way, on Broad Street, we find a protest. Someone is chanting, "Housing is a human right. Displacement is violence." It is a thing you can feel. It is disruptive, what a protest is supposed to be. People are making people notice them. And at the center of this is our player. Crux is on the loud mic, standing in front of the crowd of people, yelling into the microphone to anyone who hears, any random passerbys, anybody who's not paying attention. Because this is a real thing that we're dealing with here. The eviction rates in North Philadelphia are incredibly high. somewhere between 20 and 30% of people here are getting evicted regularly because of the gentrification happening in the areas, the taxes going up, and people generally getting priced out of their homes. And that is where we're going to start. Zell, can you describe Crux for me?
Yeah.
What do they look
So
like?
Crux is 5'6", a all muscle, right, bone, and just kind of the fat that comes with, you know, high performance athletes. I'd say I have a feeling that Crux has not too high of hair, maybe like an inch, shave sides, and it is maybe a vibrant green this week, kind of dying out maybe on the sides. And they are wearing are we what season are we in right now?
This is the spring going into the summer.
Spring going into summer. Well,
Mm-hmm.
global warming, so it's probably a little warm, a little cool.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably wearing they have like a chain necklace as well as probably like a sleeveless shirt and pants on with like Doc Martens. Holes everywhere that shouldn't be, probably wearing clothes that they've had forever that they just keep either repurposing, repatching, resewing. And they are holding this microphone, screaming into it, and they are also directing people to like hand out bottles of water to like the unhoused, as well as just like flyers that the local organizations probably have that just saying like housing is a human right, people not profits, no more landlords.
Perfect. As you are chanting and stuff like that, obviously news crews are around here. Some local news, your bloggers, the people on bikes trying to get in, and some social media content, so on and so forth. It is a multimedia, multi-place sort of news area, right? And you're approached by a young woman, uh, well dressed, looks to be maybe in her mid to late 20s. Um, she comes up to you. She goes, Brenda Chen, journalist for Philly Stay Safe. I'm wondering if you could answer some questions for me.
Why should I do that, ma'am?
Because you seem to be one of the most prominent people here, and I wanted to get to know a little bit more about you and why this is so important to you.
People that are prominent are the people of Philadelphia that don't have housing because they're getting priced out. But sure, what do you want to know?
Excellent. Can I get your name first, please?
You can call me Crux.
Crux. Okay, excellent. Crux, your passion is very clear, and but I just want to know if this is so important to you. Um, I hear the people around here are really pushing against new developments, and doesn't that ultimately stifle growth in North Philly? Hold back some of the progress that could potentially, make the area look a little better. Some of the houses are a little bit of, run down.
Yeah, so when you say new developments, do you mean, the upkeep that people want to do on the houses that they already own? Are you talking about the rows and rows of, communities that we're trying to give back to the people of Philadelphia? Uh, what are you talking about?
Well, there's a bunch of different investors who are trying to make the neighborhoods better by putting up new homes to allow more people to live. We're already in a housing crisis. There's not enough homes quite for the people
Oh, that's not
in
true.
Philadelphia. Oh, really?
There's more
Based
than
on
enough
what data?
houses. Actually, what I can tell you is the data is right online. You can look it up. There are more than enough houses. There are more than enough houses in Philadelphia. The things that you're talking about are those investors that you've mentioned, the
Mm-hmm.
investors that are taking homes that people can no longer afford. The prices they're going up, the taxes, the property taxes that are going up.
Understood. Um, let's move on just to go to another question.
Sure.
Some critics would say that these community organization efforts just enable sort of a cycle of dependency. Don't people need to kind of pull themselves up from out of this situation rather than relying on handouts?
Uh, what was your name again?
Brenda Chen.
Brenda Chen. Brenda Chen. I have a question for you. When you say dependency, dependency on what? Because last time I checked, the billionaires that are making all of those those investors, they're getting tons and tons of tax breaks every year just for having these properties. Giving to charity, having these tax breaks. Wouldn't you say that's a sort of dependence?
Uh, well, they're investing in the neighborhoods. Doesn't that give them the right to have some of these breaks? To
Well,
if
why
they're
not
helping
invest in
people.
people?
Do you not think the neighborhoods help the people to have better places around them, better food sources, better homes?
Oh, I mean, do you think $200,000 rent is investing in people, or do you think investing in the people, giving them places to live, would be investing in people? I mean, housing is a human right. I mean, you said it yourself. Housing is so important. We got to give back to the neighborhoods. And we're here for the same goal, ma'am. I want to give to the people, and I'm sure those investors do too.
Sure, I'm glad we can agree on something.
So
Uh,
glad that we can agree. And I think Crux just like takes the microphone. Housing is a human right. Housing is a human right. People over profits. People over profits. And it's like fully in this woman's face at the camera, comes the microphone away and comes up to the camera and it's like, you heard it here, in the same way that they'd probably do after every
and her camera
post-match
person
interview.
is just like backing up because
Two
you know this is on
fingers
an
on it.
iPhone. You know,
Yeah. You heard it here, folks, right here. Brenda Chen supports people over profits. We need to invest in our
that's not what I
communities.
said. I mean, I do, but that's not exactly what I.
That you do? And Crux is like shaking her hand, like truly trying to make her regret not going to a media person, going to the loudest person in the room.
I can I just ask just like two more questions?
Oh, and they were almost on a heel, and then they turned. Sure, Brenda, supporter of the people. Yes, what can I do?
Do you think she is flustered for sure right now? She wasn't expecting this sort of interview,
And
and her face
Crux
is getting a little
feels
pink.
that almost like a predator, and is like looking her down as waiting for those questions. I'm listening.
Uh, and she's basically your height, so like, so the intimidation there is real, but she's like, so would you say that the issue with housing and the people that live here, um, obviously income rates have gone up some in Philly, but not where they should be. I've read some stories about this. We're
Yeah.
not rising with inflation.
No, no, we're not.
But do you think that people have their own personal responsibilities to take a little bit more ownership of making their places more affordable to them? Maybe making some improvements to their homes and investing more in their neighborhoods for themselves.
I think people have a personal responsibility to invest in their communities, Brenda. Um, and those things don't always come with money. The little bit of money that these people have, to cover food costs that have also gone up, to cover the rent that keeps going up, to cover basic necessities. That's the sort of, what was it, investment, responsibility that people have.
Okay, okay. Uh,
And you had one more question.
the cameraman kind of looks at her like you're
He
losing,
steps in between
but
them.
just
One more
like
question.
yes. So you talk a lot about the unhoused. I heard this throughout the protest so far. I'm keeping an eye out on things. Um, but this neighborhood is not considered to be one of the safest in this area of North Philly.
Oh
What
yeah.
about with all the unhoused? What about the businesses that are struggling with, um, visible street activity? Don't they
Yeah,
deserve a
yeah.
clean and safe environment as well?
Oh my God, Brenda, you've. you've touched on something so important. The streets of Philly are so unsafe with all the gangs. I mean, you've heard of the gangs.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
gangs.
yeah, the Philadelphia police,
What?
the mobilized gang that move between our streets and cause violence.
The police keep us safe.
They're a gang, Brenda. And they have all the traits of a gang: weapons, intimidation tactics, violence against citizens. I just last week saw these thugs roughing up people that don't even have homes. Where else are they supposed to go? They're upset that I'm upset that our streets are so unsafe with these thugs attacking us. Just last week, my friend lost his life. People that I know constantly, and Crux is constantly hurt and harassed and bullied by these dangerous people, Brenda. Doesn't that worry you?
But that's not what we were.
That's not what they do. What do you mean that's not what they do, Brenda? Takes a step in.
She
Have you
steps
ever
back.
been walking on the streets, driving, Brenda, worried that you could be stopped and killed? Because that's the kind of violence that we face every day, that the people without houses face every day, Brenda, that you could face if we all disappear. Because it would be you, Brenda, right after they take out me. And isn't that so scary?
Uh, uh, Thank you, Crux, for your time. Um, I
No,
yeah,
thank
thank
you,
you.
Brenda. And thank you, turns to the camera. And thank you to all of you that care. And to the ones that don't, remember this. People over profits. People over profits.
And you see them walk away. She keeps kind of looking over her shoulder, kind of looking at you to kind of, not that she knows that you're not following her, but she also is looking like, are you going to do something to her? That was so much. She was not ready for that. Uh, she's trying to think about how she's going to edit this to make it look better,
Almost impossible. Yeah.
but it was already being live streamed, so
Live to tape, baby. Live to tape.
rough times. And I think this protest goes on for a while, but these are the kind of people you deal with. Periodically, there's just somebody out here who has to say something absurd to just try to get under your skin. It's always a person like that.
Every day.
And the person you're going to fight, as we transition to our next scene, they've been talking a little bit of mess about you. And some pre-fight promo stuff. A lot of this stuff is just for show, generally. But this person has been saying some bullshit like, I'm not worried about Crucible. They are too worried about protesting and being out there on the streets trying to be an activist than to actually be training to fight. So why should I worry about them? We jump ahead. Diego the Destroyer Ramirez stands probably about 6 inches taller than you, almost 6 feet tall, and slim. Strong fighter. He's only lost one fight so far, and it was the first fight of his career. Um, and then it's bounced back to have, you know, 7 wins, 4 of them by knockout, 2 by submission, and 1 by TKO. Everyone believes that this is going to be a great matchup. Crux, raw talent, power, fury, danger versus someone who's had some upbringing and worked out at a Gracie jiu-jitsu gym. But 50 seconds later, once the fight starts, you see Diego laying on the ground, sleep. It is so quick that people just, it's just like that feeling out second, the touching of the gloves and reaching out and just whop, whop, whop. And his head hits the ground with a sickening thud. And you turn around before, you don't even have to throw a punch. You know it's over on his way down. And they announce you as the winner of the fight. He has not got up. Your coach, Coach Ray Vaughn, he's walking back to the locker room with you, and he's like, "Damn, little bruh, you knocked that motherfucker out."
Yeah, I had to get rid of some pent up frustration. Had a reporter pissing me off today.
Yeah, I mean, that's your 10th KO in a row. I know you're gonna got some eyes on you after that, but I on the way back here, I did hear some word that the docs were saying that he wasn't getting up, wasn't responding to the smelling salts or nothing. They're suspecting as a brain injury, maybe from the you hitting him or him hitting the mat.
What?
One of those two things.
Nah, I mean that stuff doesn't happen that quickly. I mean he's probably hurt, or you know,
I
other
don't know.
fights.
I'm no doctor. That's just what they're whispering on my way back here. I wouldn't worry about it. Obviously, this is a fight. These things can happen. But I just thought you might want to know.
Uh, yeah. Thanks for letting me know that. Did I hit him that hard?
Crux, you always hit hard. Hey,
Yeah, I mean, but like,
this ain't on you. I'm just telling you, just so you know. You did what you were supposed to do.
yeah,
You
yeah,
didn't hit him after he was down. I
yeah. I don't do
that's
that
what you're
anymore.
supposed to do. Like you did what you're supposed to do, kid. Don't trip.
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Ray, what's going on, buddy? And you see a Italian man
Great,
standing about
great
six
start.
foot tall.
Mhm.
Uh, you know him. His name's Sal Morietti. He owns the gym that you work in, that Ray trains you at. It's not an MMA gym; it's a boxing gym. But you
Yeah.
picked up some stuff. They brought in a few other trainers over time, but that's your spot. It's cheap, and you're pretty well taken care of. As long as you keep winning, they keep letting you work out at the gym. And he slaps Ray on the shoulder and he goes, "Ray, hey, listen, I want to talk to the winner over here. I got some things I want to tell him."
Hey, Mr. Moriarty. Does that have to be right now?
Oh, now's the best time.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, it was a quick bout. Sure, yeah. What do you want to talk to me about?
Virgil, I just have to tell you that your power is something special, kid. It is something magnificent, even.
Oh,
I No, listen. That shit sells tickets. I don't know if you noticed, but this is probably one of the biggest crowds that we've had out here. They were looking for you.
yeah. We went viral last week because someone called me the murderous meatball. So we got
And
more
boy,
tickets.
oh boy, that might be what happened. Not saying this what should happen or anything like that. That's probably a little insensitive. My apologies. But here's what I want to tell you, right? After tonight, you can figure out all these small time bums. I saw it. I felt it. You got that thing, kid. That thing, that raw, Philly grit. You are a natural born star. I think you know that.
I don't know, Mr. Moriarty. I come in, have a good time, work hard, go home. Star kind of feels like words you use for impressive white boys.
Oh, no. You can put some impressive white boys on their ass, I suspect.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
So many.
So, what do you think? Listen. I have a connect. I think I can get you in the UFC.
uh, what? What was that?
I think I can get you in the UFC.
No, sorry, I heard you. That just wow. Really?
Yeah. I know a guy that knows Dana White, and while he's kind of a sleazeball, if we can get you a couple fights in front of him, the world's your oyster.
Yeah, I mean that would. Fights like that would bring good money.
Good money. No. Life changing money. Your first few fights obviously won't pay you that much,
No, never do.
but we'll keep the gym fees very low.
Okay.
Won't have to worry about that. And then once you hit your first big fight, get 20, 30K in the bank. You keep knocking people out that. You get fight of the night bonuses. Magnificent.
Yeah, sure. I mean, what do I have to? What do I have to do? I mean, that sounds like a really good opportunity.
So I have scheduled a call
Okay.
with a few people. But for tonight, let's take tonight and celebrate. Tonight, dinner's on me. We'll go out to Butcher and Singer, have a nice steak dinner. All on me. You just dress up a little nice, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can do
You
that.
got something nice to wear?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Yeah, dress up a little nice. We'll have dinner. Best steaks in the city. Then we'll talk specifics. You got a big future, kid. Big future.
Uh, Thanks, Mr. Moriarty. I was worried it was going to be my last day because of the tall kid.
Oh, don't worry about him. Either he'll get better or he won't. That's not your
Uh,
problem.
yeah, that's kind of how most. Yeah. Great.
Uh, do you need to go home to change, or you got
Yeah,
something
yeah.
here?
I can meet you there in hour.
Sounds good.
Cool.
All right. I see you soon.
See you soon.
And Sal heads out, and then Ray comes back in and goes, What do you want?
Wants to get me into the UFC.
You think he can get you in the UFC?
He said something about Dana White.
Wait, excuse me. He knows Dana White?
Well, yeah, he knows someone that knows someone. He knows someone that he has a connection.
Listen, kid, I've known Sal for a bit of time now, at least a decade. Be careful with him, okay?
Yeah. To be honest, I wasn't. Yeah. I'll be careful.
Hey, take the free food though.
No. Yeah, I'm going. I just gotta pick my best dickies.
Dickies?
Yeah. They're
You
quality
got
pants.
like a suit?
They don't fit anymore.
Gotcha.
But I got a nice collared shirt. I can put on some pants that don't look like jeans.
We're gonna have to get you a little something nice with what you made from this fight. I think it's time to get a suit, especially if you potentially talking to Dana White.
Or you mean like right now, or you mean in general? Because I told him I'd meet him there in an hour.
Oh, not right now. You won't.
No, okay, good. Because I wanted to shave my head, put on some new pants.
You need to ride to your spot.
That would be so helpful.
I got you, kid.
Thank you so much.
And so, you take a drop to your space. You live just off the Temple campus. Most people would consider this, in air quotes, the hood. But be honest with you, the you don't get bothered.
Oh, it's a little slice of home.
You are not one of those people that anybody who thought about something would think about jumping on in most cases. And to be honest with you, you are smart enough and streetwise enough to mind your own fucking business.
Oh yeah.
And that's a problem that a lot of people in this neighborhood seem to struggle with, minding their own fucking business. And it gets them in trouble periodically. For those of you who think the streets are dangerous, if you mind your own fucking business, you're probably fine.
Yeah, sometimes Crux likes to rob the neighborhood kids, aka Temple students, and then leaves them a little note telling them what they can do better. It's like he loves orientation week.
That's fantastic. That is wonderful. I love this so much. Call it a Robin Hood donation.
Little life lesson.
What's your spot look like? What's your little apartment look like? You got roommates?
Oh God, I think Crux has one roommate. Who I think it's a little scrawny kid that probably fights at the gym, and Crux like needed to move real fast, and it just kind of worked out. Fucking forgot his name. Just like
Fine.
some fucking last name. What's his? Oh God, I had a name and I didn't write it down because I'm a silly little guy. But maybe
we'll come back to it at some point.
I think it's like Elias, maybe.
Elias. All right.
Yeah. Perfect. Elias. Yeah, it's Elias. And gamer, but also like kind of a sports guy. So I think Crux takes great care to make sure that the apartment looks decent. They probably live on that like second floor of those like really skinny buildings. Yeah. Completely get it. Lives on the second floor of those really
home.
Skinny buildings.
Yeah, but not a big one because it is still near college housing. So
no, exactly. It is college housing. It is the cheap college housing. But you get a good deal because you live there longer than the actual students would. Know somebody that knows somebody that for some reason owns property. Um, Lives here. It's a nice place. There's lots of plants everywhere. Crux has been following a lot of the tips from their favorite influencers on how to like care for these plants. Also, really just like it calms the nerves. There's this house, this apartment is a montage of things that Crux has tried to use to control their emotions. You know, there's some mediocre paintings, lots of video games that like Elias has kind of like taken over to play a lot more. You know, an older like a one generation behind system, whatever the fucking new Xbox is, the second to last Xbox
Xbox
is.
One,
Yeah, the PlayStation. I think.
4.
Yeah, all of the above. Uses loves to use the money to really just get after rent. It's fun money, and fun money means ADHD Hell House.
I'm sad
Tons
that
of
I know
stuff
what
in
that
here.
means.
Yeah, you know, a couple skateboards. That one was nice. The skateboarding was cool. He still used that when he
Whatever
was
fad
running
that
late.
felt right at the time.
Yeah, it's like, this might actually work. And then it does work for a little bit. And then he gets bored, goes back to fighting, and it's like, ah, shit. In and out of the house. But it's cool. Nice place. Cleaner. Has towels. I'm told that men don't have towels.
Yeah, that's wild to me.
Yeah, Crux has towels.
Congrats on
Solid
having
apartment.
towels.
That's
that's
the
the thing.
highlight. Has
That's the thing,
towels.
apparently. Oh boy. Oh. Maybe we'll give tips after this episode. uh anyway, you have a chance to get dressed. Um you know that the Broad Street line will take you straight there. Get off
Yeah.
on Walnut Street, and you'll be right there.
Mhm.
When you get there, you see Sal standing outside, smoking a cigarette, almost absent-mindedly. There's someone that walks out the door and is like, "You got to go further away from the doors to smoke here." It's like, "Oh, my bad, my bad." Puts the cigarette out. Sees you. Hey, Virgil, do you prefer Crux? Which one do you go by?
Yeah. I mean, you can call me Virgil.
Okay. Yeah, come on in. I got a reservation now.
Oh, great.
And then as soon as it walks in, it's like, Moriarty for 2. And this place is nice. There's
Oh yeah.
big chandeliers right when you come in, a bar just to your left, fully stocked, several servers there. This place looks like, best way I can describe Butcher and Singer is if you look at old videos like the Temptations performing in like a hall with the marble pillar sort of thing and the tables all around, a little stage in front of it, it kind of looks like that. The wood paneling on the walls. It's a fancy sort of upscale vibe.
Yeah.
And they seat you at a nice 2-top leather seats, nice carpet on the floor. And they're like, sparkling or tap?
Sparkling.
Looks at Mr. Moretti and he goes, "No, sparkling is fine. Whatever the kid wants." And they come back. And he's like, "So, here's what I got for you. I have a fighter who used to work with Paul Felder. Paul is something of a local legend around here. And I think Paul has seen a couple of your fights, and the murder meatball seems to fit well for you, I'll be honest."
Really wish it didn't.
And apparently the kid is in the hospital in a coma. That's all we got right now.
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, that's the fight game. If you've been around it long enough, somebody's gonna get knocked out so hard that it breaks their brain. It's just one of the natures of the game.
Yeah, it is.
Don't feel too bad about it. You know,
No, I'm so whelmed about it. Yeah.
well, that's a good word. That's a good word. So, I don't know if you know, but I used to be a fighter once upon a yesterday.
Oh,
Didn't
I
do the MMA thing. That wasn't really a thing when I was
no,
coming
yeah.
up. It- but and you look at him, he's in his 50s
Mhm.
for sure. Uh, dark black hair slicked back, gray streaks. The hairline's receding a bit. Uh, he's what you would call olive skinned, which is just another word for tanned white dude.
Sure.
Uh,
Yeah, brown, but
but
not brown enough to be brown.
right, exactly. Um, and he he looks dad strong. You know what I mean? A little bit wiry, got some muscle to him. He probably was, in his fighting days, probably in a like 160 range.
Yeah, he's like
Uh,
6 foot. Yeah.
yeah, but he was like he looks like he could fight and at least knew how to fight. Um, and he goes, I had a pretty decent record as an amateur, but never broke it big. But made enough money out of here to kind of pull myself out of the streets in South Philly and get my own
Yeah.
little spot. Started off as mechanic, eventually. Well, let's just say I got into a little bit of trouble as a kid.
Yeah, those mean streets, those mean South streets will do that to you.
Yeah, but seems like from the people I knew that fighting would be my way out, and so I did that. And so eventually I was able to own my own gym, a little bit of property, and come back up. And what can I get you all to eat? Like in the middle of any drinks to get you started, appetizers. Look at you
Steak.
first. Okay. Any particular cut or topping for your steak? How would you like it done?
Chef's choice on the cut. I would love a what is it? The Zoe is forgetting the one that's before well done, like medium.
Medium well.
Yeah, medium well. Onions
Uh,
on top.
okay. Get the kit wagyu.
Sounds like you're the chef. And he kind of like gestures to man whose name Zoe forgets.
Uh, onions on top. Good. Any side dishes you want? Get whatever.
Yeah, some asparagus, mashed
Write
potatoes.
it down. Mashed potatoes. Got it. Anything to drink?
Yeah, can I actually do that tap?
Tap water. Do you want anything? Any specialty drinks, cocktails, wine?
No, I only drink water.
Okay. We'll be back with some tap water for you and get that order in for you. Might take a little bit because steak takes a little while to get done, but we'll have that taken care of for you.
Did he?
And then they go, anything for you, Mr. Moretti? And he goes, oh, no, nothing for me tonight, just some water. I already ate.
Oh, I mean, you said the steak's good here. I expected you to.
Oh, it's fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I just had a big meal before I came in.
Oh, great. I'm, and Crux is kind of like, did he eat in the hour? I mean, Crux like feels kind of rude to eat within the hour before, like, like the hour before that you're coming to eat with someone.
He's like, And then as the waiter walks away, he's like, "This is just for you, kid. This is a celebratory dinner. You just
Oh yeah,
won your way into potentially a UFC contract."
yeah. I love when people watch me eat.
You know, a couple of people were telling me that we should get you into the PFL, and I was like, "Nah, PFL is not really gonna do it like that, and the UFC is really where the money's at. PFL is probably a little bit more consistent, but it's a bunch of talk." I think that you're a star, and I think that this is the opportunity of a lifetime for you. And you fighting these bums in the a subpar arena. And don't get me wrong, that place is kind of legendary for the wrestling back in the day when they were ECW, but it's subpar these days.
Sure.
I want to see you fight in the Wells Fargo. I want to see you fight in the Sphere in Las Vegas. Like, those are the places you should be.
I mean, that's pretty. I mean, those places are, legendary.
Yeah, exactly. And you could be a legend.
I mean,
Listen, I know that you're out here trying to help people in the city. And that is an admirable thing to do. I truly believe that. But the best way to do it is with money.
I have
you
to
don't
agree
have
with
it,
you.
When you don't have it, you always need more.
Yeah.
And should you get these sort of opportunities and you keep knocking motherfuckers out just like you did tonight, he looks around and he's like, I probably wasn't supposed to say that here. If you keep knocking motherfuckers out like you did tonight, you could make shitloads of money. I mean, fight of the nights, if you get on a big card, $40,000. That's just on top of your payout already.
Fuck. That's life-changing money.
Imagine you knocked that guy out in 50 seconds. You probably could have done it faster.
Yeah, I want to see what he had.
Exactly.
It's proper to let him get a few hits in.
Yeah, but getting the blood on your face is also pretty satisfying, I must say.
Sure.
Hear that crunch of a nose or the pop of a cheek, or
I mean, I tend to hit the temple, but
that too.
yeah, all that.
If you could have this,
Uh-huh.
what would you be willing to give up? Because everything comes with sacrifice.
I mean, what more do you give up when you become a fighter? I mean, you already give up time, all the hours that you could have been spent playing games.
You got family here, you got friends.
Yeah, I mean, what do you mean give? How would I give them up? I mean, they're always there.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Moving out to Las Vegas would probably be a huge help. And getting yourself a better trainer than Ray. I love Ray. I do. All my heart. He's been around with me for the last 20 years. But he's not going to get you to the next level.
All due respect, sir. I mean, what can they do out there that they can't do in Philly?
Oh, there's some spots here in Philly, but they ain't going to make space for you. You're still too new, too raw.
I mean, yeah, sure. Let's say I move out to Las Vegas for a bit. You know, you really think that's enough to elevate my game?
I think you get in front of the right people, and you stop swinging like you're trying to take somebody's head off. And the first few hits, have a little bit more stamina to get through some later rounds as you get to the championship fights. Work on your ground game a little bit, because it might be good to, get a submission sometimes instead of a knockout. And don't get me wrong, the knockouts beautiful. This is a thing of brilliance, but every now and then you need to be ready for a bit of a war of attrition. And I don't think
Yeah,
you're
I know.
quite there yet.
No, I'm ready for that. It just never gets that far. I have a background in wrestling.
Yeah. I I suspect that you are quite stout when it comes to the wrestling. Low center of gravity. I imagine you're kind of hard to move around.
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah.
But you haven't been in it. You haven't been to one of these BJJ gyms. I've seen them. I own a gym, but that's not my area of expertise.
All
I'll
right.
bring you back
Yeah.
some water.
I'll take your word for it. Oh, say tap water.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, I'm willing to fund this, of course, if for your first, let's say, 8 fights, I get 40%.
Uh, 40?
40.
It's pretty. Isn't that pretty high, sir?
It sounds high, but I'm going to take care of your expenses until then. I can't imagine you have a lot of expenses. Ray told me about where you're living at, and
No, I
working the places you work for your side jobs on top of fighting is, let's just say I could easily take care of it.
That's a pretty big offer. Do I need to give you an answer right now? Can I hit you
No,
up
but I think
tomorrow?
that time is short. And
Yeah. I could give you an answer tomorrow morning.
let's say tomorrow evening.
Even better.
We talk at the gym.
Yeah.
For now, I want you to enjoy your meal. I think, actually, waiter. Waiter.
You don't have to. They'll get here.
Waiter. Hey, come here. I want to get one of those Wagyu steaks too. Rare. Extra rare. Practically cold.
No, that could.
You got
that
it,
could
Mr.
make
Moriarty.
that could make you sick. But
Oh,
I'm sure
I
you
have
know
a
that.
strong stomach. Very strong stomach.
Yeah. Dope. Great. Yeah. Let's enjoy it. Yeah, we're gonna enjoy the fuck out of our steaks. I mean,
Enjoy the fuck out of our steaks. This kid's gonna be a fucking champion.
woo.
And I think this will be the moment we take a short break, y'all. And we're gonna come back. We're gonna go to our scene in the gym, and we're going to have a wonderful time. And nothing bad is going to ever happen. Thank you for all for joining us, and we will see y'all shortly.